What is up, everybody? My name is Frags with Griffin. I apologize if the audio is kind of all over the place. I'm at the park. I don't have a studio, so I'm just shooting where I can. Hopefully that's cool with you guys. So today I'm doing a video on my top 5 colognes if I had to restart my collection. Now, I'm a small collector. I only have about 50-ish bottles. I know there's people with 500 plus bottles, 1,000 plus bottles. I have 50, but if I could restart and I had maybe $100 to do it, 150, something like that, and I was just trying to get a few fragrances, these are the 5 that I would start with to cover all the bases. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. And to start off my list is Tommy Bahama Cognac. This is normally an $80 fragrance. I have found it for as low as about $30, and for $30 you can't beat this thing. It's this is a 3.4 ounce. It is unfortunately an EDT, so it's not going to last all day. It's going to be about 5-6 hours maximum, but it smells really good. I will say this lid, it normally folds out. It broke off the day I got it, so the lid is pretty cheap. Again, $30 cologne, but it smells very masculine. It's a very good date night fragrance. It's just very fresh, and I actually got a comment on a short I made about this fragrance about it reminding them of their dad. It actually reminds me of my, look at this, the cap just broke while I'm here. Look at this, whole thing just broke off on camera. What the hell? Wow. But it reminds me of my dad too. He wears Drakkar Noir blue, and he wears, it actually reminds me of this fragrance, Paris Hilton for Men, which is actually cheaper than this fragrance, and in my opinion a little more masculine. It's also an EDT, so you're not really trading performance there. I would highly recommend this fragrance. If I was restarting my collection, this would be one of the first ones I picked up for sure for that fresh date night experience. Number 4 is Mahir Legacy by Lattafa. This is probably one of the coolest bottles in my collection. It's a very masculine fragrance. It's actually a dupe of a very expensive fragrance called Sedley by the company Parfums de Marly. If you've ever smelled Sedley, it's one of the most attractive, sexy, masculine fragrances you'll ever smell, and this is a dupe of it. I will say it doesn't quite compete to the regular thing, both in pungency and longevity. But it's a great masculine fragrance. This is like probably the best date night fragrance in this entire collection. And it's just far more masculine than the Tommy Bahama that I showed before. The Tommy Bahama is a great fresh fragrance. It's probably one of the better ones for how cheap it is, and it's unique. But this right here is very, very special because it's a dupe of a fragrance that's very expensive, and you get most of the quality of that fragrance without having to pay even a quarter of the price. This is about $20, $25 on Amazon, and you can get it delivered next day, so you can't really beat that. Best date night fragrance there is for this price, and probably the best masculine fragrance if you're just looking for an everyday wear. This is going to be something you will love. It's very woodsy, it's very almost leathery, earthy, and I would recommend it to anybody who likes those kind of notes. If I had to get 5 fragrances to restart my collection, this would be number 4. Number 3 is Hawas Fire by Rasasi. This is an insane fragrance. This is my number 1 recommendation for everyday wear. You've probably seen people recommend Hawas for him, Hawas Ice. People don't recommend Fire very often, and that's one of my favorite reasons to wear, because you never smell this anywhere. I've never smelled anybody else wearing this. Some of these other fragrances that I'll get to, I've smelled people wear before. I never had people wear this and ever smelled it anywhere. It's very unique. It's not actually a dupe of anything. It's super fruity. It's just super fruity, super sweet, super enjoyable, and I think highly palatable, which is one of the best things that makes it easy to recommend. I think a lot of people will like this fragrance. I think a lot of people will appreciate this fragrance. This is almost second to none when it comes to getting compliments. I get compliments about this all the time, And the reason I recommend it as an everyday wear is because it will last for 10 to 12 hours on skin. And I will put on a shirt and it will last 10 to 12 hours. I will take a shower sometimes and still smell it because it won't come off my skin. This stuff smells ridiculous. It lasts all day. It would be great for an everyday fragrance. It would be great for a work fragrance because you won't have to spray it more than like 3 times to get it to last all day. If I spray this more than 3 times, I get a headache. Again, Hawas Fire by Rasasi would be number 3 if I had to pick 5 fragrances to start my collection over. Number 2 on my list of top 5 fragrances I would get if I had to restart my collection is Club de Nuit Intense Man by Armaf. This is a very popular fragrance right now. You've probably seen it on TikTok. You've probably seen it on Instagram. It is one of the biggest fragrances on those platforms right now because it is literally one of the best smelling fragrances you can get for the money. I think I paid $50 for this, and I've never worn it once and not had somebody say something about it. Even if it isn't a compliment, it's an attention getter. It's very, very masculine. It smells like Creed Aventus, which is one of the most popular fragrances of arguably all time. Creed Aventus is about $600, $400 in that kind of range. Again, this is $50. This stuff will last 8 to 10 hours. It's a great clubbing fragrance if you like going clubbing, if you like going to bars, anywhere where you want to go, where you want to be the loudest person in the room, you want to attract the most attention. This right here is going to do it. This thing is like a magnet for attention in general. People will just smell this and talk about how good you smell all day. It's ridiculous, dude. And for the price, if you smell Aventus has a much deeper DNA and a much deeper smell with a few more notes, but this is very, very close, and it's probably the closest dupe on the market right now, and for $50 you can't beat it. This is a 3.4 ounce. I bought it months ago. It's not even a quarter of the way down, I don't think. And it just has a cool bottle design. Again, this is Club de Nuit Intense Man by Armaf. Highly, highly, highly recommend this fragrance. There's only one fragrance in my collection that gets more compliments than this, and it was $150. This was $50. I cannot recommend this fragrance enough. This is number 2. And the number 1 fragrance that I would recommend is Lattafa Camera. This, first of all, any fragrance that has this coloration is good. I don't have any in my collection that are colored like this that smell bad. But this right here is kind of inspired by Kilian's Angel Share, which kind of smells like a fresh baked apple pie. Now this doesn't have the apple notes. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. This doesn't have the apple notes, but it's very sweet, very gourmand. It smells like a fresh bakery good. It smells like when you walk into like a candle shop, and it's got just like that sweet brown sugary, not quite cinnamon in this, maybe a little bit, but it's just super sweet, very gourmand, very caramely, very sweet, and like a bakery good. It's like you're walking into a bakery. This is gonna be your rainy days, colder, winter fragrances. You want to wear something warm, something not as fruity. This right here, gonna be my number 1 recommendation. The only thing I might recommend over this in the same budget, which this was about $30, is Lattafa Camera Kawa, which is the same exact fragrance, gourmand, caramely, sweet, bakery goods with a caramel note in it. That is phenomenal. But the only reason I recommended this over the one with the caramel note over Kawa is because the caramel note only lasts a couple hours for me. It has the same performance as this, but the caramel note just isn't as big enough of a player in the fragrance to be able to make a vast difference in my personal opinion and my personal experience. It has the same performance as this. It doesn't have as much going on, and it's just something that I think everyone will like. This is another one of those ones where you wear it and people just really like how you smell. It's super sweet. Like I said, it's like a bakery, man. So you just can't go wrong with this. Lots of people wear stuff like this. Like I said, it's a dupe of Kilian's Angel Share. If you get the chance, I would definitely recommend smelling Angel Share because it's a phenomenal, phenomenal fragrance. It is a couple $100. This is $30. It is a 3.4, so it's going to last you a long time. It's a very classy bottle. It's a very classy fragrance. It's going to cover a lot of bases where you can wear it winter, rain, classy events, anything like that. You probably can't hear me because of this helicopter, plane, whatever that is. But if you can hear me, thanks for watching. This has been my top 5 fragrances I would get if I had to restart my collection. If I'm missing any, please leave me a comment and tell me what your top 5 would be. Maybe we'll do another top 5 video like this. I have some other cheap fragrances. I do have some more expensive fragrances. If I wanted, maybe I could do some top 5 fragrances I have in my collection over $100 if that's something you're interested in, or back to school fragrances, or elegant, classy fragrances. Whatever you guys want to see, let me know. I want to start making videos more regularly, and I have a decent collection. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I don't need anything from you guys. Just keep the fragrance world alive if you can. Smell good for me.